What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Cav the Gamer. Now today I'm going to be showing you how to play emulated games on a 4K Firestick using a Kodi build. So as you can see here on the arcade, you've already got a load of different emulations here running. So we're just going to go ahead and let's do Sega Genesis. Now it's the first time I'm using it. It's going to ask me to add it on, so I'm going to do add on. And we're just going to leave it to download the add-on. Now, I'm not sure if we have to download the game separately using external USB or not. I'm not too sure, but we're just going to go ahead and see what it does. It may actually preload the games. I actually don't know. I mean, this is the first time I'm actually trying it. In terms of how to control the game, I don't know whether you have to use the remote or if you can use a Bluetooth controller such as the PS5. I will be testing that out. Let's see what it does. Let's see if we can play. Oh, new game list. Okay, so we've got new game list. Okay, let's see if it's preloaded the games. If it's preloaded it, that saves us a ton of work of saving to get the actual games because it would have found it for us. So let's just have a look what it's doing. Okay, guys. So after about 2 minutes or so, it has loaded up, and it seems that we've got some games here. So let's go ahead and, oh wow, there is a lot. There is a lot. Wow. There is a lot of games on here. Let's go and do the standard original Sonic. Sonic is always the best one to try on a Sega Mega Drive, Genesis, whatever it is. Oh, I'm sorry, I just saw Paperboy. I've got to try Paperboy. Where's it gone? I just saw Paperboy as I was scrolling down. Right, give me 2 seconds, guys. Let me see if we can load up Paperboy. Now, bearing in mind, I haven't actually downloaded any games. I've just literally downloaded the add-on. So I'm going to press Paperboy. And we're going to see if it... Oh, okay. So it's loaded. Right, so let's do launch the game. Bearing in mind, I'm just using the standard 4K Firestick TV remote. So how well it plays a game, I have no idea. We're going to give it a go. Right. So we're going to go and use, let's just use the first one. No, let's go for the Mega Drive. I like the Mega Drive. Okay, so you can see here, it's actually installing the Mega Drive. So what it's probably doing is actually installing the Mega Drive emulator itself. So that's pretty cool, the fact that it's doing it all for us automatically without having to use any external USBs. Oh my God, it's working. This is awesome. Again, I'm using this 4K Firestick TV remote. Let's see if I can play the game with the remote. If not, I'll try and find a... Wow, the graphics are insane. Okay, so you can see the remote does absolutely nothing. So I can't actually control anything. The remote... Whenever you press the remote, it's... Oh, let's go to controls. That might help. Right, okay. So as you can see here, it's assuming we're using a Mega Drive controller, which we do not have. So can we change that? Advanced settings. I'm pretty sure there's a way on here to use an external controller and not the actual remote. But as you can see, yeah, it works. You can actually run emulated games on a 4K Firestick using Kodi. So that's the Sega Mega Drive one. Now let's load up the PlayStation emulator. It's probably going to ask me to actually download the PS1 emulator, which is fine. We can do that. The next step actually is to try and work out how we can add a controller, preferably the PS5's Bluetooth one or an Xbox controller Bluetooth, and have a look. Right, so we've got some PlayStation games here. The World Is Enough, Tomorrow Never Dies. You know what? Let's just go with this one. Let's see if it plays. Okay, let's launch the game. Again, I'm using the remote, so I can't actually control anything that I'm seeing. So you can see it's actually downloading the games all for me automatically. So yeah, I'm not going to download it because I want to save space on my Kodi stick. But yeah, you can actually install setup controllers. Okay, Right, there we go. So we've got a Kodi controller. You can use a mouse, you can use a keyboard or Super Nintendo. Now, the Kodi controller, I'm assuming, can be an Xbox controller, which is what it looks like, or even a PlayStation controller. But I will look into adding a PS5 controller to this so then we can properly play the emulation on here. You can install BIOS files, so I'm pretty sure you can run a PS2 emulator on a 4K Firestick using Kodi. So guys, that's the end of the video. As you can see, using Kodi and an Amazon 4K Firestick, you can now play emulation games on the 4K Firestick. Now, emulation games, I'm talking Sega Genesis, PlayStation 1. My next step will be to try and load a PS2 emulator on the 4K Firestick. And we're going to try and use, where's it gone? My PS5 controller. Now, because the controller's got Bluetooth, I'm pretty sure, 99.9% sure, that the Kodi Firestick does have Bluetooth capabilities. So my next job will be to try and work out how to get the controller, the PS5, to connect with the Kodi, so then I can then use the emulated games and use the PS5 as a controller. And then I'll also be trying to use PS2 emulation and PS2 ROMs on there. So if you have a Firestick TV and you want to play PS2 emulation or any other emulators, you can then use it using your existing Xbox controller or a PS5 controller. So if you want to see that video and some more updates, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for any future updates that I'll be bringing out shortly. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Thank you for watching. Take care.